Happy Sunday, YouTube, July 2nd. We'll do something a little different on this video. I don't buy a lot of this type of stuff, but I saw these and it's a little throwback to my childhood, so I grabbed the Pac-Man one. I have a few of these mystery minis. The only ones I've purchased in the past were from Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. And they're sitting on my desk at work. I do have a thing for like pop culture stuff, which is actually, to tell you the truth, that's why I started collecting Hot Wheels to begin with. So let's see which one I get. Comes in a blind bag here. Haha, that's pretty dope. Alright, so I got Blinky. Pretty awesome. I like it. I like these little vinyl figures. They're pretty cool. So that'll go on the desk at work. Alright, now let's get to what I usually do, which is diecast. Hit a couple of places today. And, well, let's start with this. I've shown this before. I gotta get some better lighting up in here, huh? Alright, so this is an old Lesney, I think it's an MG 1100. Well, today, I'm going to take this off. Today at one of the antique malls I frequent, look what I found. Original box and everything. So let's take a look just so you can see how wrecked this car is. I'm assuming somebody took the roof off of it to give it the convertible look, but at least they left the driver and the dog in it. But here is what the car is supposed to look like. That thing is rad. I found this on the cheap today, so I picked it up. Now I've got the roached out version and a relatively decent version. I don't know if I would say this is mint, but it's in pretty darn good shape. I mean, there are some flaws, but it's overall in really nice shape. So that's pretty cool there. I grabbed a mint on card Matchbox Superfast from 1976. This one's pretty awesome too. You know, I had to get the Matchbox Mercedes. I don't buy a lot of this stuff. It's not my main cup of tea, but every now and then, if I see it at the right price, I will snag it. Let's get this out of the screen there. This Mercedes is sick. It is, well, I mean, it's a fresh blister pull. Superfast Mercedes-Benz. This was back when Hot Wheels were smoking Matchbox cars. You know, Lesney Matchbox cars were out before before Hot Wheels. But when Hot Wheels came out, it's what all the boys wanted because they were the fastest cars. And because, you know, with Lesney, this is what you had. You know, these little wheels, which, you know, for driving around on a little toy mat or something like that, they're fine. But for racing down a track, they're not that nice. So Matchbox, in order to compete, brought out the Superfast. And I don't know, maybe some of you folks that are a little older than I am can talk about which cars were actually faster. Was it Hot Wheels or was it the Superfast? I don't know. I was all before my time, and in all my time playing with Hot Wheels, racing them was never my thing. And even as a collector now, I've got a couple of the 6-lane super 6-lane raceways, and I've never really. I think there's one time I raced the Vintage Racing 510 against the Candy Striper. That's the only race I've ever done with my Hot Wheels. So, if you're wondering, the Datsun won. It was a best of 7. Datsun won 4 races to 3, if I remember correctly. So, this is a pretty cool Mercedes, though. I like the color. It does have opening doors, which, you know, this is back in 1976, and you can see even how much cleaner these opening doors are than what an M2 is. So much cleaner. It just looks so much better. And this was 40 friggin' years ago. Come on, M2. You can do better than that. Windows are a little rough, but, you know, for a car this old, that's to be expected, I guess. I mean, it's been in the package the entire time, so not much you can really do to prevent it, I guess. So that's a cool Superfast. That'll go in my vintage collection, which isn't all that big. But from time to time, I do add stuff to it. So I got another Greenlight Diorama today. The other night, I was kind of on the fence as to which one to get. And I ended up getting the other one that I opened on camera, the Rocky Mountain Trail Climbers, which really was an easy decision because, you know, being that I've spent most of my life in Colorado and a great deal of my time up in the Rocky Mountains, I had to get those because they all have Colorado plates, and I like the castings better. But this one is still pretty cool, so I went back and picked it up today. I'm going to go from least favorite to most favorite. Sorry, I'm not opening these on camera. It's just not going to happen. Cars that have that much packaging, I'm not going to do it on camera. Also, with this camera angle, I can't open anything on camera anyways. So I've already got them taken out. It took me about 5 to 10 minutes to get them out of the package. This would be my least favorite of the 4 cars. It's a nice car. 69 Camaro. I don't like convertibles all that much in this scale. And that's why, for me, this is my least favorite. But I do like the detail. I do like the color combination with the red and black. The wheels are okay. They're not great. There is some pretty good trim detail, though. The interior looks nice. Pretty nicely done. Brake lights look killer. So there are a lot of nice features about this car, but I don't collect Greenlight Motor World, and I really don't know what I'm going to do with this car. I'm sure it'll just go into the collection, but these other 3 cars are all awesome. So continuing with that theme, least favorite to most favorite, here is a Volkswagen Classic Beetle. Now this is, in case you haven't noticed, this is the Texaco Diorama. And the livery on these cars is just killer. Anything petroleum, I really do kind of dig. So like the running on empty, I think I've got both of those sets, and they put out all kinds of Golf stuff, and you know, Greenlight randomly will put out a lot of cool licensed stuff like petroleum, as well as some other stuff. So that is a cool Volkswagen right there as part of the diorama. This next one, these next 2 actually, I'm not sure which one I like more. I'll go with this one next because I don't know. This might be my favorite of the 4. I think this is the one of the 4 that has a metal base. Usually these Motor World dioramas are all plastic base. But I've noticed with the last couple that I've gotten have had some metal bases in them. This one is a metal base, but this Ford pickup, the execution on this thing is top notch. So the tonneau cover looks great. It's a removable tonneau cover. It just comes right off. The truck looks fantastic with the white and the cream, with all the chrome trim. These prototypical wheels look sick, these hubcaps. It just looks really, really good. Probably my favorite release of this truck so far, outside of the ramp truck. I mean, that front end, that grille, looks awesome, and I still really dig these wheels. Let's see, we got a bent rim there. Looks like you hit a curb. Gotta be careful driving. You don't want to ding your rims all up hitting curbs. But that's alright. It still looks really good. There's the back of the truck. So, a really cool Ford pickup. I like it. Now the last one, so one of the dioramas, somebody had punched the window in and ripped out the two trucks. So that Ford was taken and this one was taken out. Kind of a real douchebag thing to do. I hope whoever did that watches this video. You're not even worth my time, but get a life, dude. That's all I'm going to say to that. This is sick. I love these wheels. These wheels, I think, are cheaper than the other ones that they've been putting out, but they look a lot better. They're a lot cleaner. But this Texaco VW truck, Type 2 Volkswagen truck, is awesome. I mean, that thing looks really good. It does have a plastic base. It's the only one of these Volkswagen's trucks in my collection that has a plastic base. I don't think these ones are numbered either. Yep, I don't think any of the, maybe none of the Motor Worlds are. Maybe none of the diorama cars are. Anyways, pretty awesome Volkswagen truck. So, since I have it out, do a little comparison here if I can. I happen to have the ramp truck out. I don't know. The ramp truck is definitely more heavy duty. It's got a little bit taller stance to it. Got the heavy duty wheels on it. Let me see if I can make some adjustments here. So as you can tell, we've got a little bit of a different camera angle for this here video. Just wanted to mix it up a little bit. Try to utilize more of the diorama. I think so much of the diorama goes to waste. I don't know, maybe it doesn't really have much of a... Well, it definitely appears to sit a little bit taller. The side view mirrors make a lot of difference. That's for sure. The ramp truck is just killer. The only thing is they didn't scale it right, because pretty much on a real ramp truck, I think you could probably fit one of these short box F100s on the back. On this one, you can't. You can barely fit the Ford Cobra or the Shelby Cobra on it. But I don't know. Still pretty dope. I like it. I like these trucks. I like Greenlight, obviously, in case you haven't noticed. They are my favorite diecast brand to collect as far as domestic brands go. It also comes with, and this is pretty cool, you get a Texaco gas pump and the Texaco station tenant. So those will go perfect with the Golf station tenant and gas pump that I have. And I think I've got another 1 or 2 Texaco livery trucks or cars from the Running on Empty series. So that's cool. I'd like to see them continue to put out this petroleum stuff, especially the vintage petro stuff, like, you know, Standard Oil, stuff like that. I'd like to see the Pegasus at some point. But, well, since we're over here on this part of the diorama, do a little street view a little bit differently here. You can see I got a whole pile of crap over here. There's Dreadnought's new Dukes of Hazzard police car. I think that one is good to go. By the way, I'm going to be packing everything up tonight. So if I owe you a package, I know I've sold some stuff on Instagram the last couple days, as well as I've got some trades I'm working on. So your packages will be packed up tonight. I'm hoping to have tracking for you tonight. I'm going to try to get it all out tomorrow to beat the holiday, but worst case scenario, everything will be out by Wednesday. So this is the backside of the diorama here, which never gets any love. It never gets seen. Never gets any love. So, wait, did we see the guy? All right, as always, thank you for checking out the video. You all have a good Sunday. Have a happy 4th if I don't talk to you before then. And I'll holler at the next one.